obviously great hearing from these guys. I think what I'm going to do in this conversation with you now is maybe be a little bit antagonistic and discuss something that I don't honestly think many people consider that much. Some brands do, but by no means do enough. So, what we'll talk about is obviously a little bit about us, and on-site social media, which is what I'm really hopefully going to hammer home today. Why should you develop your on-site social media presence? Some statistics about that. How you can implement your own on-site social media, a case study, do's and don'ts, and a summary at the end, so some take-homes for you. So first of all, my name's Anthony Rawlins. I'm the Managing Director of Digital Visitor. We are a social media agency. We've been around for a few years now. We provide software and services, so software solutions for social media and services, and we've created about 200 social media solutions globally, primarily focusing on the travel industry. Our solutions have increased traffic, helped with inquiries, business loyalty, a lot of the kind of ROIs you'd hope to see from your social media. However, I do think that we have quite a different strategy than a lot of organisations, and our clients include such people like Virgin, On Holiday Group, etc. So, the absolute basis, the fundamentals of what I'd like to get home today is very much that in terms of how do you show success, an ROI, and a return on that investment for social media, is that you need to look at both facets of it. It is off-site and on-site social media, the two main elements of any successful strategy. So most companies do focus on off-site social media, engaging with all those hundreds of social media brands out there, which is great for a lot of organisations, and it does help a lot. And actually, I honestly think, Barbara's one of the very rare examples where her organisation, I think, shows excellent ROI and really monitors what they're doing, really tracks the results, and it's working wonders for them. Of course, Visit Britain as well. They've got great ways of utilising those off-site channels to hit their own targets. But a lot of our clients don't really want that. They want more. They want the things that Justin mentioned. You shouldn't necessarily just do so, just seeing increasing in conversions, just seeing more traffic. Actually, when it comes down to it, that's what they want to know. We're going to deliver for them. So this is what we focus on. And our strategy is combining those off-site channels with your own on-site social media solution. Your on-site channel, your on-site solution should be at the core of your social media strategy, and I'll hopefully be able to show you that this will provide you with longer-term benefits, and it will very much contribute and help you build benefits for the next 6 years, opposed to, say, a campaign that will work over the next 6 months. So, why develop your on-site social media presence? First of all, your own community, your own media on your own site, reviews, photos, videos within your own web presence will and can double the browsing time of your site, and actually that can be done very easily. It will reduce time spent on competitor sites. On average in the UK, people spend, I think it's about 28 days per annum researching where they're going on the next holiday, and they'll look at, on average, 22 websites. Can you keep them on your site for a little bit longer? Can you help them visit you another day because there's more information on your site? Authentic and engaging information, obviously very interesting for them. And by showing review content against your products, then it does help increase conversions. You can control the content as well. But again, the key to your on-site strategy is utilising those off-site channels as well. We're not saying, oh, ignore all of those other channels, because a lot of them are absolutely amazing. A lot of them are a bit rubbish, but a lot of them are good. And you should utilise your own solution and spread your message out across those off-site channels, drawing traffic back in from Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, whatever your business is. As I said, your on-site social media strategy should be at the core of your social media strategy as a whole. So, a few statistics. Positive content on off-site channels, Facebook, Twitter, etc., on average is about 63 to 67% across different channels. On your own channel, and I've spoken with community owners and managers of various different large travel organisations, we get together and have conversations about it, and we found that in your own branded community and solution, even if you don't, not a biased solution, but just open to anyone, you'll find that your own channel delivers 80 to 90% positive content just by being under your own brand. Also, if you send one review or experience, one good one, per day from your own solution, from your own website, press send to Facebook or share with Facebook, you will drive 2.5 times, this is an average, 2.5 times your fan base back to your own website per month. So if you've got 10,000 people as fans, you'll get 25,000 people back from Facebook per month to your own website. Now that is going to convince your marketing directors, etc., to keep on investing in social media. One review added to your own solution, not to a video on YouTube or things like that, one review added to your own site on average brings 1 new organic visitor per month. Again, some of the averages on our sites are that you can at least double the browsing time and exposure to your brand. So, in terms of how we create an on-site social media strategy, there are a few simple steps that you should go through to really, the first step that you should take to building your own community or just reviews on your own site. First of all, build the kind of functionality that you're looking for, whether it is just to gather reviews or experiences on your own website, or if it's a community, then fine, do that. What you should also do is you should then encourage your members to generate content and inspire them to add information to your site by having a competition. A lot of the same methods you would use to get them to engage with you on your off-site channels. Do it to them, but ask them to add it to your own site. Then, with all that content that you get, share that with all those off-site social media channels that we're going to be talking about and hearing time and time again today. That will drive brand new audiences back to your own website, and you can then engage members, as you have, and encourage more and more repeat visits by sending excellent communications to them and just involving them within your community. So, as a quick example, because I know I've not got long, we created an online community for Voyage Jules Verne, who are owned by Curoni. This is for group travels for over 55s. It allows them to share reviews, videos, and photo albums, etc. There are staff profiles in there, so staff can engage with their customers on a more informal level. There's a little tick here to direct people straight to the booking page. So if you like the review that's on here, you can go click here, view departures and prices, straight to find out what availability is like. And in terms of the statistics that we've got, this is not a massive organisation, it's a specialist niche tour operator. But launched in August 2010, it's gathered 1,200 photos, 75 videos, 1,200 members, and doubled the browsing time. The browsing time of their community area is 3.5 minutes on its own, which is more than what VJB Lounge was. So it's double the exposure to that brand. So, hopefully, that's told you or helped convince that on-site social media might be useful. However, it's also not easy. We've been delivering solutions for 4 years, and we're about to launch the 3rd generation of our system. What that has involved is us really getting to grips with the functionality and the features that are being delivered for our clients and refining them, working out what has engaged with members and what hasn't worked well. You can't come up with a solution 3 years ago and go, oh, this is going to be amazing for the next 4 years. You need to be dynamic. And what we did was we implemented these changes in the new version of our product we're about to launch. And what I'll tell you now is hopefully if you're considering building your own or whatever it is you like to do, these are some of the things that we learned that are very important when you're constructing your own internal on-site strategy. First of all, do not please overcomplicate what you're trying to build here. Do not say, oh, well, we need albums and groups and forums and friends and this and that and the other. Start simple. Trust me on that. You will get more engagement and it will build up slowly. Again, a lot of sizzle and no sausage is what happens with a lot of communities, and we do not need to look very far, much further than our own industry to see examples of major brands delivering communities with functionality that's quite overcomplicated, that just doesn't have the traction. So, make sure the functions you provide will deliver benefit. Don't just do it for the sake of doing it. For example, friends. Now, this is an interesting point that we had. When we were looking at implementing a friends kind of interaction for different organisations, we realise that you're creating another barrier for them to engage with each other. Yeah, you do need friends on Facebook because there's more people on Facebook than there is in Europe. Well, maybe not Europe, but there's a lot of people on Facebook. But if you provide that common ground for those individuals, you are the thing that connects them. You are the thing they have in common. And actually, you don't need to have that barrier to engagement of having friends there. There's no need. So let people follow each other and keep updated, but don't say, oh, will you be my friend? Can I be your friend? Great, and then they can communicate. Don't do that. Groups is a similar thing. Groups is basically reducing massively the size of your community, significantly. We were finding that in communities of 5,000, 10,000 that we build as an example, the groups might only have 50 or 100 people. It's a small subset of that. On Facebook, yeah, it's great, because there's 500 million people. But in your own community, don't try and segregate them, because again, they can all engage. They've all got that common interest, which is you, and you should use that. Don't separate them, as I've said. Do not have a long registration process. That's a big no-no. And do not have strict upload procedures. Let them contribute what they want. If they just want to add a photo, then let them. If they want to add an essay, and some of the travellers for VJB over 55s literally write short novels, if that's what they want to add, then let them. It's all useful content. So let them contribute how they wish to your solution. So, I'll only be a couple more minutes if that's all right. So, some of the things that you should do. It's been very much a no, don't do this, but these are some of the things you should do. First of all, do reference all your content against your products for maximum benefit. Don't just have a section on your site and it's like, hey, here's our groups or here's our reviews. Show the reviews against the relevant products. That will convince people to book then and there. I said allow your visitors to contribute in whatever way they like, whether it is a photo, a video, an itinerary, whatever they want to add, let them add it. We found a big dilemma between discussions and comments and this, that, and the other. If you comment on a video on YouTube or something like that, you will, or Facebook, and Facebook's had this kind of issue as well, you must find that a lot of the comments form their own discussion thread, in a way. So what we've done is we've kind of combined those two and created this kind of comment discussion area that essentially it's the same thing they're interacting. A comment can then spark a discussion. So you need to know that, and you need to be able to drive that towards a discussion if relevant. No community is an island, and therefore do share your content with all those other social media sites out there. That's the whole point as well of your on-site strategy. Your on-site social media strategy should maintain people on your own website, should help with bookings and conversions, and should maintain existing audiences. It should keep them there. But that should then share with all those off-site channels and drive brand new audiences to your site. I've just got a little sign there saying, please wind up. No worries, mate. Okay, incentivize for the content you want as well. Here's a quick example of some of the systems we've done. Reviews for Warner Leisure Hotels. This is French tourist board Vaucluse Provence. And this is London Clubs, a casino chain that we're working with as well to deliver their own communities, completely branded for them and very good. There we go, we've finished now. So some take-homes. Consider your longer-term strategy when you're looking at social media. Don't please just think off-site. Do consider on-site. It's very important. Don't reinvent the wheel. There's, many companies are trying to do this. Think of how you can be unique with your visitors. I don't think the power of social media is yet to be realised. I think we're all still scrambling around going, what's going on where? Invest in your own site. That will be a long-term investment. And don't overcomplicate your own community or solution. And that's it. We're at Sam 30, so thanks for your time.